I got another tattoo. I did. I just want to show you my tattoo is what I want to do. I'm going to take you on the virgin voyage of my tattoo being exposed out into the world. The only people that actually know about this tattoo are honeys and the boys. Like my mum and dad don't even know yet. But they're not surprised anymore, you know, with anything I do. It's funny, I feel like no matter how old you are, how many kids you have, the fact that you're holding down a full-time job and you have a mortgage, you've started to need cervical smear tests every 5 years and mammograms because you've reached a certain age. I feel like I always feel like I'm a teenager and like I'm going to get in trouble for telling my mum and dad I got a tattoo, which is strange because I don't think that my mum was really even that bothered about tattoos because she took my sister to get her first one. Anyway, guys, I'm not going to keep you in suspense anymore. By the way, you know, I don't know what it's called. Sorry, I'm going out of view. But this bit here, I'm not just flashing my bum to you, but you know that bit just above the butt cheeks, it's so painful. And it's because I spent like hours laying on a really, really uncomfy tattoo bed yesterday. And honestly, like the top of my bum cheeks is way more painful than my tattoo right now. I'm going to just show you the tattoo. It is swollen. It maybe looks a bit angry. So give it time. I will come back and show you what it's like when it's healed. Oh, also, I'll show you how the other one's healed. So the other one I got done a couple of months ago now. I think I've had it for a couple of months. I've got to that point with it where, you know, after, you know, when you first get a tattoo, at first you're just looking at it all the time, like in the mirror, look from all different angles, admiring it, feeling like a rock star. But then after like a couple of weeks, because it's just part of your body, you just get used to it and you stop noticing it anymore. And that's sad, really, that, you know, it just becomes part of you. And then people that you see that you've not seen for a while are like, oh my gosh, you got a new tattoo. And it's like, I did. Did I? I don't know. Anyway, so this is the one that I got a couple of months ago. It's healed really, really well. One of the stars on the finger, as you can see, has it started to disappear. I don't know where it's going, but it's disappearing. I know finger tattoos are very difficult to maintain and ultimately they are going to just wash away. So I was actually meant to get that filled back in again yesterday, but we forgot. And to be honest, I was so over being there because, which I'm going to explain this in a minute, but this new tattoo was the tattoo that actually made me understand why some people really do find tattoos painful, because I almost tapped out like a couple of times. It like with all my other tattoos. Anyway, I'm going to let me show you and then I'll tell you, okay? Okay, so this is the tattoo. I'm not going to tell you which of my cats it is, but it's one of my cats. See if you can guess which one. She's looking a little bit wide right now because my arm is very swollen. But this is a portrait of one of my lovely little cats. It kind of wraps around the arm and then we've got these kind of lovely florals that kind of frame it. And the florals, they go like from there and they wrap around like that. So, oh my gosh, I am in love with it. Okay, so this is just a top tip from me. Top tip. Never, and this is coming from someone that has a handful of tattoos in various locations, including the top of my back. Okay, never, ever, even if you really want a tattoo in this location, never, I can't tell you like enough, never get a tattoo there in the crook of your elbow because it was awful. Like it was awful. I mean, I can't even explain it. The best way I can think to describe it is imagine someone's got a needle, they've stuck it into your skin and they're just dragging it along. It was awful. It was like a pain like no other pain, right? And I've given birth to 2 kids, which obviously that's like the epicenter of pain. But it was really, really bad. And with all my other tattoos, like I've not really felt that much pain. It's only been like in a certain spot, like, you know, over the knuckle, at the side of the hand. Sorry, that's not the knuckle, is it? That's the wrist knuckle. Is it a wrist knuckle? Because these are hand knuckles. Is that the wrist knuckle? I don't know. But like that was kind of painful, but only like momentarily. Side of the hand. The finger knuckles weren't even that bad. Even the hand isn't that bad. But for some reason, like the crook of my elbow almost made me tap out. I was feeling like I was over it. So this tattoo took about 4 hours, and because of the location, I was kind of laying on the tattoo bed and I had my arm out like this, and it was really, really pleasant because I very rarely rest. I don't sit down ever really that often. So it was actually really nice because I just got to lay down for like 4 hours, and I had a hat on, and I just kind of pulled my hat down over my eyes. And because my tattooist was really, really like concentrating deeply on this, because she's got Sphinx cats, and I think like she really enjoyed doing this project and she really wanted to do a great job. I'm sure she wants to do a great job with all her tattoos, but I could tell like for her, she was really like into it, really passionate about it, which was wonderful. And actually the reason why I really like wanted her to do it, because I knew she loved Sphinx cats as much as I do. So anyway, she was busy concentrating, so we weren't chatting. Like last time we chatted the whole time, but this time like I just let her get on with it. I was happy just to lie there with my hat over my eyes, and it was great because there were like 3 or 4 other tattoo artists working in their open plan studio, and I was able just to completely indulge myself in earwigging all the other conversations, because there's nothing I love more than earwigging on small talk. I hate being part of small talk. It's too much pressure for me. It's like the worst thing ever for me to have to like be an active part of. But I love listening to other people's conversations. So it was great because I was just laying there listening to the conversations. I think I was lulled into like a false sense of security, almost fell asleep a couple of times. But then she got to this bit and I was just thinking, oh my gosh, that is spicy, spicy, spicy. And oh my God, it was just so bad. It was so bad. And also I think with this tattoo, because it is a portrait, so she had to use like different shaped like needles and things and different techniques to shade. So I think for that reason as well, there were like different sensations that I felt before with other tattoos. So yeah, I would definitely say out of all my tattoos, this is the one that was actually the most painful. Like the other ones, I would describe as maybe a 5 on the pain scale, only in certain like areas, and that was very minimal. So I've always maintained like tattoos are not painful for me. I know they are for others, but not for me. But this tattoo made me change my mind and have sympathy for all of those people who've tapped out or who fear tattoos because of the fact they're painful, because this one was painful. And I think it's testament to the fact that it depends on the location where you want to get your tattoo. It depends on the individual as well, because we're probably all sensitive in like different areas. And also I think it just depends on like the artwork that you're getting done, because if it's fairly simple, like this is like just fairly simple, it's a lot of outlining, and also my mandalas are just a lot of like lines. I think with this one, oh, where is she? There. I think with this one, because there was shading, there was just different techniques that went into it. So yeah, they were maybe a bit more painful. Like this is the one that I feel like I really earned. Let's just say that. By the end, I was just dying. And you know, towards the end, like when we got to like the fucking crease of the elbow, I wanted to just say, right, okay, I need to go have a smoke of my electric beast. But then I just thought, well, it's just going to take longer. So I just had to grin and bear it. But oh my gosh, my eyes, they were watering under my beanie hat. And also, because she kept like wiping, you know, like when the tattoo artist is working, they'll tattoo and then they wipe and tattoo and then they wipe. And even though they wipe with like a wet wipe, towards the end, like because your skin is just so like raw and irritated, towards the end, like that wet wipe, it feels like your skin is burning, or it's been burnt, maybe like 1st-degree burns, and then someone has got like not even like a soft toilet roll, but if you think of like blue roll that's really like rough and unforgiving, it felt like every time she was wiping, it was like she was wiping with blue roll over burnt skin. Oh, so let's just say I really feel like I earned this tattoo, and I absolutely love it. I'd say it's my favourite tattoo that I've got. I think it works really nicely with the rest of you know, my arm, and I'm just trying to work out what can I do here to fill that space. I would get another sphinx like my other sphinx, but I don't think there's enough room, and it's a really awkward spot there. And I wouldn't want to get like a tiny little mini sphinx. So I may just get some more like florals, or maybe like poison ivy. I'm dying to get autumnal leaves. I kept mentioning that to the tattooist, like, could we throw in autumnal leaves, like autumnal leaves? And I still don't have autumnal leaves, so I may just get some autumnal leaves. I mean, who knows? But anyway, guys, I just wanted to show you this. I'm dreading the itching, which I know is about to come. Tattoo right now is not painful at all. It's fine, not an issue. The top of my bum is way more painful. But I know that in a day or two, the tattoo is going to start fucking itching. And that is what I'm dreading. I got my last tattoo done, this one. She put cling film on when she finished, and I must have misconstrued like the aftercare advice she gave me, because in my mind I was thinking I had to keep cling film on the tattoo for like a few days. So I got home, panicked because I did not have any cling film in the kitchen. Did an emergency trip to Morrison's, got cling film, and literally I was wearing cling film for days after the other tattoo. And when I got to the tattoo this time, I was like, oh, could you just confirm how long do I need to leave the cling film on for? Because I was thinking, I don't think it's right that I leave it on for days. It just, something didn't feel right about it. But I was being a good client, following what I thought was the instruction, but it definitely was not the instruction. And she was like, oh no, just take it off as soon as you get home. And I was like, oh, okay. And I was thinking, I did not do that. I actually went and bought more cling film. I was cling filmed for days. It's like a comfort blanket, cling film. It just made me feel good. But anyway, the cling film's off. You'll be very pleased to know. So yeah, I'm just moisturising with Palmer's cocoa butter a few times a day. Just like briefly like washing it, but not with any soap, just with water, patting it dry, and then yeah, the moisturising. But oh my gosh, guys, I'm so happy with it. So happy. If you are in the Manchester area, I recommend India Eden. She works at Swan Street. I can never say it. It's such a mouthful. Swan Street Tattoo in the Northern Quarter. She's amazing. Check out her Instagram. She's just wonderful. Puts you at ease. And ultimately she's very talented, so we love her. We love India. And there's one last little look. I will show you again when it's kind of healed and everything, but now I am going to go have a shower, which I'm dreading because I'm going to have to put my arm up in the air like that. Anyway, it's fine. There's worse things going on in the world. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to show you the tattoo. If you've got any questions, just let me know in the comments. But other than that, I will I'll feck off now and have a shower, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.